Hello guys, good evening and welcome. I am Jairus Kirui and I want to take you through a very brief session on computer operating systems and our objectives, as you can see, is that by the end of this session you should be in a position to one, state the meaning of operating systems. You should also be in a position to explain the importance of computer operating systems, and I will also expect you to be in a position to explain the various types of operating systems that we have. And so let us go straight to our introduction. And what do we mean by an operating system? So by definition, an operating system is a system software that manages the computer hardware and software resources and provides common services for computer programs. So guys, an operating system is an interface between a computer user and the computer hardware. Basically what it means is that an operating system is supposed to tell the user, or is actually used by the user to tell the computer what to do and enable the computer hardware to communicate back to the user. An operating system is a program that acts as an interface between the user and the computer hardware and controls the execution of all kinds of application programs. So this is basically the structure of the operating system. As you can see, we have several users here, and we have the various types of application programs that these users may be using. So our operating system acts as a link between the computer hardware and the user here. So it acts as a link, kind of a communication link. So basically the work of the operating system is to organize what goes into the hardware and give us back the information after processing. So we have the functions of the operating system, and the first function of the operating system is memory management. We also have got the security aspect. We have the file management, we have the error detection, and we have the process management. Let us look at what each of these particular functions entail. And the operating system behaves as a resource manager. When we talk about the resource manager, what we mean is that the operating system avails or makes available the resources that the user of a computer requires according to when and how they are needed. The second function is the job control, or what they normally call process scheduling, and it is the work of the operating system to organize and controls what gets into the processor and what under which priority. The operating system also acts as a communication link between the user and the system. This one we have said it enables us actually to stay unbothered about what and how the computer architecture has been designed, or the various hardware components have been arranged. The operating system also helps the user in file management, where it makes directories and saving files a very important feature uh, of the operating system. Let us look at the types of operating systems, where we have the simple patch operating system. This, I believe, is one of the first operating systems to be designed, and by the meaning of the word patch, what really happened in this type of operating system is that jobs or tasks were put in a patch or a group before being placed on the computer processor. We also have the multi-programming patch operating system, where the aspect of running several programs at the same time was introduced. We have the network operating systems, where the systems or the users are in a position to communicate with the operating system when they are connected in a network. We have the distributed operating systems, where the several processors have been placed and arranged in a parallel order, so that there is intercommunication between the different processors. We have the real-time operating systems, which gives us, or which are in a position to get us the instant feedback whenever we are using them. We have the time-sharing operating systems. We also have the multitasking operating system. We have the multi-processing operating system. Let us also see how each of these types of operating system has been designed. The first one, patch operating system, uses a patch, like I've said, and they do not interact with the computer. The user actually do not interact with the computer directly. We also have the time sharing operating systems, where the essence or the basic technique here is to enable many people located at various terminals to use a particular computer system at a time. Distributed systems are systems which use multiple central processors, and they serve multiple real-time applications. Network operating systems runs on a server, and they provide the server the capability to manage data, users, groups, security, application, and other networking functions. And we have the real-time operating system. Like I've said, this is a system that in which the time interval required to process and respond to input is very minimal, and happens in a control environment. There are actually two types of real-time operating systems. We have what we call the hard real-time, and in hard real-time we are talking about the system guaranteeing that critical tasks are completed on time. A very good example of this is what they normally use in the airline reservation systems, airline control systems. They use what we call the hard real-time systems. They are also used in hospitals, particularly to do with sensitive operations. We also have the soft real-time systems, and the soft real-time systems are less restrictive in nature, and you realize with the soft real-time systems, the tasks, critical tasks, get priority over non-critical tasks, and the same priority is retained until the critical task has been completed. So that is basically the difference between these two, the hard real-time and the soft real-time. So that is basically what we were supposed to look at in this session. So guys, have a good evening, and thank you for watching.